Okay guys, we'll go to the next section, which is column factor. For a factor a equals to xi plus yj can be written in the column factor form for easier calculation. The factor will be a equals to x at the top and then y at the bottom. Yeah, so x represent the I and j represent the y represent the j. Operation in column factor is similar with the operation of matrix. We will learn this later in the example questions. So example 1, we have a equals to 2i plus 5j, and then you have to write this in column factors. That means factor a equals to 2 and 5, as simple as that. Next is equal factors. Two factors are said to be equal if they have the same factors component. In the previous lesson, we already talking about this equal factors, two factors in the same direction and also same magnitude is to be said equal factors. Yeah, but in this section, we will learn how to calculate equal factors. Example A, we have 2 and negative 3 right here. That means A will be equal with B because the B also 2 and negative 3. So as you can see, the component have to be the same. Component I and the component of J have to be the same. Example 1, given that two factors A and B are equal, given that A equals to x plus 3i plus 5j, let's represent this in column factors to make it easier to calculate later. So the I is x plus 3, and then the j is 5, like this. And then we have another one, which is b. B equals to 8i and negative y minus 2 for the j. Okay, so we have two factors right here, and the question says these two factors are equal. That means the component have to be equal. First, we have to take a look at the component of I. That means x plus 3 have to be equal to 8, and that also means x equals to 5. And the second one is the j component, which is 5 and negative y minus 2. So I will have 5 equals to negative open brackets y minus 2. So 5 equals to negative y plus 2. So y equals to 5 minus 2, 2 minus 5 equals to negative 3. So y equals to negative 3 and x equals to 5. Next is scalar multiplication, addition, and subtraction of factors. In the previous lesson, also we already learned how to draw multiplication, addition, and subtraction of two factors or more. In this section, we will learn how to calculate, especially in the Cartesian form. So if we have a equals to x1 and y1, and then we have factors b equals to x2 and y2, the value of factor c, for which k times a, is c equals to k times x1 and y1, right, like that. And then you only have to multiply the x1 and y1 with the k. This one is similar with the operation of matrix. So next one is c equals to a plus b. For a plus b, you only have to add the factors a and the factors b, I mean the component. So you will have this as the result. So factor c will be x1 plus x2 and also y1 plus y2. It's the same with subtraction. You only have to subtract factor a and factor b, just like so. And then example 1, we have a equals to 2i plus 4j. Let's represent this in the column factors. That means a equals to 2 and 4, like that. And then we have b, factor b equals to 3 and minus 5. And then we have factor c equals to negative 10i and also 6j. Okay, so we already represent all of the factors in the column factors. Now we are ready to find the value of a plus 2b minus 3c. A plus 2b minus 3c will be A is 2 and 4, and then plus 2 times the B, 3 and negative 5, and then minus 3 times the C, negative 10 and 6. So sorry, let's simplify the multiplication first. 2 4 plus 6 and negative 10, and then this one will be negative. So if you have negative 3 like this, I suggest you to multiply the 3 only, yeah, not the negative 3 but the 3, because it will be easier in my opinion, yeah. So the 3 times negative 10 will be negative 30, and then the 3 times 6 will be 18, and altogether the result will be 2 plus 6 is 8, 8 plus 30 is 38, and then 4 minus 10 is negative 6, minus 18 is negative 24. So A plus 2B minus 3C equals to 38 and negative 24. Next, question B. The question B wants you to find the magnitude. To find the magnitude, you only have to use the formula, which is square root of x square plus y square equals to square root of 38 square plus negative 24 square, and equals to, wait, let me calculate it first. Square root of 38 square plus negative 24 square, it will be 2 square root of 505. Okay, this is how you operate addition, subtraction, and scalar multiplication altogether. Next is position factor. What is position factor? Position factor is a factor drawn from the origin. Let's say you have a point A right there. If you draw a factors from the origin to A, you will have the factor of OA, right? The name of this factor is OA, and OA is the position factors of point A. So if you read position factor of A later in the question, that means the question want to tell you that this one is the factor of OA, yeah. The meaning of OA is start from the O and at A, okay. And then we have another point right there, which is B. If we create another factors from O to B, we'll have OB, and OB is the position factor of point B. And also we can create another factors like AB, and as you can see, AB is the the AB is what is it? AB is related to OA and OB. Yeah, we already talking about this in the previous lesson. So if you want to find AB, you have to walk from A to B in this direction, or AO and then plus OB, right? So it actually negative OA plus OB, like that. So in this experiment, you will have the formula of AB related to position factor of B and A, OB minus OA, like that. So this is the formula of factors OB related to the position factors of the points. Yeah, so I think you have to memorize this because this formula will help you a lot. Let's say example 1, given that a factor OA equals to A and OB equals to B, determine the factor of AB. The question wants you to find the factor of AB. Without drawings, you can find the factor OB directly using the formula OB minus OA. And of course, if you forgot about this formula, you can draw a little bit to find AB. Yeah, so OB will be B, OA will be A. That means the factor of AB will be B minus A. And then the second one, we have half BA. Half BA means half times BA. And the BA, if we use the formula, it will be OA minus OB. So half times A minus B. That means altogether it will be half A minus half B. There you go. Okay, next is parallel factors. Parallel factors is two factors for which the direction is the same but the magnitude is not. Yeah, so because the magnitude is the same and the magnitude is not the same, that means there will be a ratio. That also means the formula of the parallel factors will be like this. So if we have factor A and factor B are parallels, that means A equals to K times B. And also, of course, you can write it like this also, K times A. Okay, factor B equals to K times A. But usually it's A equals to K times B. And the value of K, if the value of K is positive, that means the parallel factors are in the same direction. If the value of K is negative, that means the parallel factors are not in the same direction. It's in the opposite direction. Yeah. And then also, since A equals to K times B, that means the magnitude of A also K times B. But this time, because we are talking about length, the K cannot be negative. So I put the absolute value on the K. That means you have to use the positive value of K. Okay, that is parallel factors. Example 1. Given that AB equals to P plus 3Q, and then CD equals to XP plus 6Q are parallels. The question says AB and CD parallels. You already read parallels, right? So you only have to generate the formula like this: AB equals to K times CD, and then you will calculate it just like algebra, like this. You input the AB, P plus 3Q, and then K, open brackets, the CD, XP plus 6Q, just like this. Okay, and then you only have to multiply the K going into the brackets, so you have KXP plus 6KQ. Okay, and then because this is this is equal factors, that means the first factors is equal to the second factors. That means we have to compare. We compare the P first. For the P, it will be P equals to KXP, just like that. And then for the Q, it will be 3Q equals to 6KQ. Why we can do this? We cannot do this in algebra, right? But in factors we can do this because P and Q represent the component of P and the component of Q, and of course because AB and the K times CD is equal, that means the component have to be equal also. So in these questions, I think I can cross out the Q. 3 equals to 6K, that means K equals to half. And then if I input it into the first equation, I will have 1 equals to K, the K is half, times X, that means X equals to 2. There you go. This is how you find X and K and how you use the formula of parallel. Next, example question 2, I will give you the variation of the question. Yeah, so I have this factor AB, but I don't know the component yet. But I do know the magnitude. The magnitude is 20 units. Let's say the component of AB is xi plus yj, because in this question we are talking about I and j factors. Yeah, so we have another one. The other one is CD equals to 3i minus 4j. Okay, and then because we are talking about the length of AB, that means we have to find the length of CD first. The length of CD will be square root of 3 square plus 4 square, and then equals to 5 units. So we have two magnitudes right here, and we also knew that AB and CD are parallel. So AB and CD are parallels. That means the factor of AB equals to K times CD, right? But we cannot find the K from this one because we don't know the component factors of AB yet. That means we can use this formula. The magnitude of A equals to K times magnitude of B. That means we can use the second formula like this. Okay, so the magnitude of AB will be 20. The value of K we don't know yet. The CD equals to 5, so K equals to 4. Because we already have the K, we can use it on the first equation. So we don't know AB, let's write it in the column factors like this. So the K equals to 4, and then the CD is 3 and negative 4. That means the XY is 12 and negative 16, and that also means the factor of AB, is 12I minus 16J. There you go. And then collinear points. 3 points A, B, and C collinear if this condition is fulfilled, like AB equals to K times AC, because when they are collinears, that means AB will be parts of AC, right? When we are talking about parts in mathematics, that means we have the multiplier, or maybe we have the ratio. So the formula for collinear points is AB equals to K times AC, or maybe AB equals to K times BC. Yeah. The important things in this formula is if you do the ratio to the right like this, from A to B means to the right, right? The direction is to the right. That means the other one have to be to the right also. You cannot do in the opposite direction, because when you do in the opposite direction, the K will be negative and it will become a little bit complicated, and it become a little bit hard to understand. Yeah. So example 1, given that point A, point B, and point C lies on line AB, that means we can illustrate a little bit like this. We have line AB, and then we have C somewhere in the AB, and we have the coordinate of A is 2, negative 4, coordinate of C is 6, y, and the coordinate of B is 12, 24. And then we are told that ABC is collinear. We already did that. And then find the coordinates of point C, because we already read collinear, that means we have to use the formula. Let's do it like this. So AC, I will take AC for the first factors, and then I will take AB for the second factors. That means AC equals to K times AB. And we don't know what is the factors of AC, right? Because we only have the point of A and the point of C. That means we have to find it first. To find the factor of AC, we can use the formula of OC minus OA, the formula of position factors. We already talking about this before, yeah. And the formula for AB is OB minus OA. Okay, and then input the value. For the OC we have 6 and y. For the OA we have 2 and negative 4 equals to K times the OB is 12 and 24. Wait, 12 and 24 minus the OA is 2 and negative 4. Okay, and then just minus it. It will be 4 and y plus 4 equals to k times, this one will be 10 and 28. Okay, and then we can find the k from the the I component. That means 4 equals to k times 10, k equals to 4 divided by 10, which is 2 over 5. And then using the same method, we will have the value of y. K is 2 over 5 times 28. I will multiply them by 5. 5y plus 20 equals to 56. And then you minus it, you will have 5y equals to 36. That means y equals to 36 over 5. There you go. This is how you do collinear points. Okay. Next, example 2. For example 2, I will give you an example. If the point C lies on the extension. So let's draw a little bit. We have A right here, and then B right there, and then C is on the extension of line AB. So A equals to 2, -4, B is 12, 24, and the C, you have to know, when the question says the extension of AB, you have to know in which sides it's C, either this or that sides, yeah. But you can see you can determine the sides of the C from the X. The X is 16. That means this one is 2, this one is 12. That means increasing to become 16, it has to be like right there, yeah, 16 comma y. So C, so I will know that C is on the right side of AB. But do not worry, if you do the opposite sides, you'll still get the correct answer, yeah. I draw this in the real situation just to make it make sense. Okay, so for this one, still A, B, and C are collinear. That means I have to generate the formula. The formula will be AB. I will take AB first, and then K times AC. So the AB, we already calculate this before. It's 1028. So I will use that answer. 1028 equals to K times the AC. The AC will be OC minus OA. And then I will multiply the K first. So I will have 10K and 28K equals to the OC is 16 and Y minus the OA is 2 and -4. So 10K 28K equals to 14 and Y plus 4. And then we can separate the component to find the value of K and Y. For the K, we can get it from the I component. That means K equals to 14 divided by 10. That means 7 divided by 2. 5 over 2. 7 over 5. And then next is from the J component. You will have 28K equals to Y plus 4. That means 28 times 7 over 5 equals to Y plus 4. This one will be 140 plus 56, 196, yeah, over 5 minus 4 equals to Y. So Y will be 176 over 5 equals to Y. There you go. So this is the coordinate of C. Oh no, the question says coordinate of C, yeah. So the C will be 16, 176 over 5. Okay, next, ratio of two factors. For factors A equals to mxi plus myj and B equals to nxi plus nyj, the ratio of the two factors will be like this. A to B equals to m open brackets xi plus yj to k times xy plus yj. Because the xi plus yj is the same, That means you can cross it out, and then we will have the ratio of the factors. So the idea in this section is to factorize the same common factors from the I component and also the j component, and also it has to be the same for both factors. Yeah, the component of I and j after you factorize it has to be the same. Yeah, if not the same, that means we cannot find the ratio. Example 1, we have AB equals to 12i and negative 54j, and we have CD equals to 8 and negative 36. In AB, we do know that 12 and 54 have the same common factors of 6, right? So we can factorize the 6 like this, and you'll have 2 and negative 9 as the result. For the factor CD, we have 4 as the common factors, that means 2 and negative 9. See, the component after you factorize is the same, which is 2 and negative 9. That means the factor of AB to CD is in the ratio 6 to 4, or if you simplify it, it will be 3 to 2. So this is the ratio of factors AB and CD. The next question will be like this. Let's say we have point A 2, negative 4, B 12, 24, point C lies on the line AB. To do this, we can use the previous lesson, which is collinear points, but in this question I want to give you easier methods. Yeah, so C lies on the point, lies on the line AB like this, and then AB to, oh my god, I did a mistake. Yeah, so AB should be 5, maybe 5. Okay, so AB equals to 5, BC equals to 3. Yeah, so AB is 5, BC equals to 3, that means AC equals to 2. Not 2 units, not 3 units, but the ratio. The ratio is 2 to 3 to 5. Okay, so in this question, I want to write it like this. I want to write the ratio like this: AB over BC. Wait, we cannot do that because AB is to the right side, and then we have to write it as CB. Yeah, CB equals to 5 to 3, just like that. Yeah, we cannot write it as BC in factors, so you have to differ this and this one. Yeah, for the first one in the question, it is the length of AB. For the calculation, you have to use factors. Okay, so the AB can be breakdown into OB minus OA, and for the CB, using the formula also, we can break it down into OB minus OC equals to 5 over 3, and then you only have to input the OB. The OB is 12 and 24 minus OA. OA is 2 and negative 4 over OB is 12 and 24 minus OC. OC we don't know yet, so we'll leave it like that, equals to 5 over 3. And then let's simplify it. 10 and 28. This one is still 12 and 24 minus OC, and then 5 over 3. And then do the algebra. You have to cross multiplication like this. So you'll have 5 times 12 is 60, 5 times 24 is 120, minus 5 OC equals to 3 times 10 is 30, 3 times 28 is 84. Okay, and then negative 5 OC equals to 30 and 84 minus 60 and 120. So negative 5 OC equals to negative 30 and negative 36. So the point of C is 6 and 36/5. There you go. This is how you do the ratio of factors. Okay guys, that's it for